Hey, middle school, we're back. It's Mr. Welch here. Been a while since we've gone through your new building, but over the summer, everybody was working really hard to get this thing underway, and we're keeping our fingers crossed the weather cooperates, putting in some extra miles, and hopefully we'll be in this building before the end of the school year. Okay, with me today, again, are our friends from Chesapeake, Mr. Lapira, Mr. Heiner, and Miss Megan Wilbaum. We also have Miss Bowders is here with us. We're going to take a tour of the building, give you an update on what's going on, and we'll let Chesapeake show you some of their progress, and hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks.
So coming in through the main entrance on the lower level, we've got walls that are starting to go up and drywall that's starting to be hung. We have some of the glass frames and doors up and installed. Over here, to your right and your left, are going to be two of the visual arts rooms, and this is the maker space right in front of you. This lobby is going to open up with a lot of glass partitions and some big entrance doors right here, give a nice big open feel.
Okay, so what you're seeing here is the choral room, and you can kind of see some of the parts and pieces in this that help keep the sound in this room, increase the sound in this room, and also keep it from projecting through the classrooms above, which is a pretty interesting part of this building. Is there's a lot of those systems in here. So if you look up, you'll never see this again, but this is actually the framing to an acoustical ceiling assembly that builds a barricade between all the noise in this room and the classroom above. So eventually that'll get a solid barricade on it. You'll never see it again, but that's part of what keeps this specific room particular to the choral, so everybody can make as much noise as they want and it doesn't leave this room.
So this is the band room. One of the key points of this room is also the acoustic paneling, which is really important because obviously it's the band room, so you want to keep all the sound inside and not disperse into the other rooms. So the difference between this one, instead of having the acoustical framing ceiling, the assemblies are actually in the concrete that was poured above, which is pretty cool. Part of the band room is also the locker area. So this is where all the lockers will be. The framing up here is where the lockers are built into. And then on the sides, there's some band practice rooms, which is also pretty cool because it's kind of the whole feel of this area of the building is for the band.
So now we're on the first floor, east side of the building, and this is going to be the 7th grade wing as I understand it. We're standing in the commons area right now, which is just kind of an open area on the floor. We have a couple classrooms behind us over here, and these are actually separated by an operable partition that rolls along the track there, and we'll split this into 2 rooms, and it can be slid back into this pocket to open it up into one big room. These are going to be sectional doors here that actually slide up and in on a track into the ceiling and will mostly disappear into a pocket up there. And then this is the science room for this wing. That'll get a lot of great science demo tables, lab tables, and nice casework and epoxy work surfaces.
So this is the 5th grade area. We're standing in the common area. Back here will be 2 5th grade classrooms that can either be used as 1 or 2. There's going to be a partition right down the middle that can split it into 2. And these will be some big overhead doors that'll roll up kind of like garage doors. If we walk down here, there'll be some lockers on the inside of this wall and the inside of this wall. And one really cool feature that we're excited about is over here, there will be a marker board covering, so it's kind of like a dry erase board, but instead of it being an actual board, it's going to be the entire wall, which would be really cool for you guys to draw on and do some work on.
So now we're standing on the 2nd floor lobby right above the 1st floor main entrance. Looking down this way, that's the 1st floor main entrance and the main entrance lobby. There's going to be a stair that wraps around the perimeter of it, bringing you up to the 2nd floor. Library, the 2nd floor of the library will be behind us with the workrooms off to the right and the learning center over there. This lobby ceiling is going to have a cloud feature in it. It'll mostly be exposed other than that, and painted structure and deck.
So this is the catwalk through the attic space to get to where the air handling unit that heats and cools the entire building is located. And in traveling down this catwalk, you can kind of see how the air gets to each and every room, and all this duct work that carries what keeps you warm in the wintertime and what keeps you cool in the summer to each and every classroom. It all passes through here and then goes down through the building.
So now we're in the mechanical penthouse, and the unit right there is the main air handling unit that services the entire building. It has the ductwork that you saw running through all the attic work and dropping down below into the rooms is all fed out of this unit. There's multiple coils inside to handle the size of the system, and then there's a 4-pipe system that's brought to the building with chilled water and hot water, and that comes from the central plant, and it's all tied into this unit, and that's what's used to exchange the heat to provide all the conditioning for the building. And we can walk down this way and see the size of the ductwork and the scale that this air handling unit is. It was all flown in pieces through the roof trusses before we put the roof on and assembled up here. So we're standing out front of the building now at the first floor main entrance, looking from the senior quad towards the building. This is the waterproofing that goes on the outside of the wall behind the brick in the brick cavity. Brick is porous and absorbs moisture and takes on water, and this is your real waterproofing membrane that keeps the building dry. And then there's an air space between it and the brick that allows the back of the brick to breathe and dry out any moisture that might get in that cavity, and it's also able to drain out through flashing at the bottom.
Hey middle school, it's Miss Bowders. I just got the tour of Greenebaum building, and it is fantastic. It's really been a bright spot through the summer for us to come through it and see the progress. And I'll tell you what, the excitement here is truly building, but it won't be complete until later this year when you all are here and take occupancy of this building. So we're really looking forward to that, and I think you're gonna absolutely love it. I want to say thanks to our folks from Chesapeake and also Mr. Welsh for taking us around today, and we can't wait to see you.